Good morning, good morning. Good morning, everyone. This is your home girl, Arabia. Bosa 914, which is the county, New York. We coming to you with another video. I apologize to everyone that is in the chat. Well, I see that some people was in the chat, so I'm late to my own party. I'm late to my own party. And I'm sorry. I apologize to my audience. I've never been late before. I have never ever been late to do a video. And the name of this video is The Fisherman's Ring. The Fisherman's Ring. We're going to talk about the Fisherman's Ring because it's going to bring us to the real meat and potatoes of the video. It's going to bring us here. So shout out to the chat. Shout out to these YouTube streets. I want to shout out to my support team. I want to shout out to my subscribers, my new subscribers, my old subscribers. I want to shout out to my YouTube creators. Shout out to all of you. And like I said, okay, we seen that who was here in the chat. DJ Cleveland was here. Shout out to him. Good morning. Not Worth It was in the chat. Shout out to him. Good morning. And I'm late to my own party. I have never been late. Usually I'm either early or I'm on time. But things do happen. Things do happen. I apologize to my audience. Oh my goodness. I have never been late. But I want to know, what does anyone know? Because I'm still performing my research. I am not done with this research. I believe it's going to take me a while to finish. I believe I'm going to have to take notes to even remember some of the stuff that I'm learning. And I'm doing this because there's a YouTube creator that inspires all of us to do. It could be just one, and don't have to be many. It could be just one, and you know what I mean. And it's good to talk about different other subjects. So we're going to talk about the Vatican. We're going to talk about how they got the riches. We're going to talk about the Christian Crusades. We're going to talk about the popes that came into their roles after the death of Peter, or should I say, AKA Saint Peter. Okay, because I don't know if everyone remembers who Peter is. And the only reason why I'm talking about Peter, and the only reason why I'm talking about the Vatican and the Christian Crusades and all that, is to give you a window, a, a, a very big window of how life works and how history repeats itself, and how certain things can take form and shape, and things can just happen, and why government corruption is a big thing, why it's happening, why it's taking place. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. We got two in the building. Thank you for coming in. Good morning. I like to acknowledge my people when they come in. I like to acknowledge my people when they come in. So as you can see, the title of this video is called The Fisherman's Ring. And we're going to talk about it because every pope that has ever sat in that position, they have all worn it. Every last one. When the pope dies, when they pass away, they take his ring and they destroy it. There was one pope that sat in the chair. He did not complete his term as being pope. They didn't destroy his ring. They just marked an X through it. Shout out to the chat. But we're going to talk about it because I want people to know where government corruption comes from, how it got started. Oh yes, this is just an example. This is just a window. And I don't know if anyone that's in the chat, if they know anything about what I'm talking about, because I would like to have a conversation with someone that would probably be familiar with this type of history, this type of research. I was hoping that the bishop, Al Smith, the bishop of the sector, to come through and, give his point of view about this subject, because it's very deep, it's very powerful, and I would like a collaboration of different minds, a different voice other than myself, to do this video. Shout out to the chat. Good morning. Hold on. Let me see who just came in. Good morning, Farmer Nancy. Shout out to you. G Mama. Shout out to you. Lovelace. Shout out to you. Okay. All right. It's good to see everyone. It's good to see everyone that's in the chat. Thank you for coming through. Yeah. I want to talk about this particular subject because it's a very good one. See, yesterday I did a video, and in the video we talked about what's going on with the gentrification of certain neighborhoods, of certain things that's happening in this country. And I believe Kiss My Cheeks, yes, it was Kiss My Cheeks. She came, she hit the link, and we talked about it. And I told her about this one young woman that I knew from Yonkers, New York. She was always on the news, always on the news, because what it was, they were trying to demolish the Mulford Garden houses. It was a public housing apartment complex. It was a big place, you guys. It was one way in, one way out. I went through there one time with my sister before the people had moved out of those apartments. Before the people moved out of that property, there was someone over there that my sister knew, that my sister was familiar with. And we went in there, and I had this very strange, eerie feeling when I entered. And I was like, there's gotta be another way out of here just in case if something happens. There was one way in and one way out. Shout out to the chat. The Mulford Gardens they're no longer here. They don't exist anymore. They're not up. They were replaced by townhouses, and they're not even called Mulford Gardens. Then the city of Yonkers, New York, came in and demolished cottage place. It was another housing project. It was another public housing apartment complex. When you walk through there, there's one way in, there's one way out. They too are now gone. I believe where Mary J. Blige grew up, shout out to her, we call them slow bombs. That's another public housing apartment complex in Yonkers, New York. It is a project, is where a lot of violence takes place, a lot of drug dealing. All the projects were like that. But that one is the most famous out of all of them. Besides the one up there off of South Broadway, it's called you got Slow Bombs left, and you got School Street. And what it is, they're trying to get rid of all these public housing places. Even in Charleston, South Carolina, they're getting ready to start doing it. They have already notified everyone that lives in those particular units, and they told them they have to get out. But in New York, in certain cases, they will actually pay you. They paid that one woman $10,000 to relocate. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. So yes, but today's video is going to be about the Vatican. I want to go all over the Vatican. I want to cover it. I want to cover the Crusades. I want to cover how the Roman Empire fell, because the Roman Empire never fell. It never went away. It never died. They said the Roman Empire fell, but it didn't. It's still here. It still exists. And they're behind a lot of the wars. As time moved on, it became the Holy Roman Empire. Now it's not being called that. It's just being called the Vatican. This is the seat of the Pope. And I find it very interesting, and I find it weird that the people that murdered Jesus and Peter are the same ones that call themselves Christian. Do you understand where I'm going with this? I want the whole world to understand where I'm going with this. And we need other people to come in and probably to talk about it. They might have a little more knowledge on it. But there is one thing that I'm sure of. Shout out to the chat. Uncle L, good morning. Black P Stone, good morning. DJ Cleveland, good to see you. Yes, yes, yes. Lovelace. We had Farmer Nancy in here. I don't know if Farmer Nancy is still in the building. But shout out to everyone that's in the building. Yeah. Black P Stone, shout out to you. Yeah, I want to shout out to everyone that's in the chat. This is a very good subject. I know that my link is in the chat because I know I pinned it this morning. So, that's there for anyone that want to come up and might have a conversation about this topic, or if you want to talk about anything else. But we're going to try to stay on topic because we're getting ready to go down a rabbit hole. And when I mean a rabbit hole, I don't mean that group that's on the YouTubes. I'm talking about actual maze, a labyrinth. We're getting ready to go down it. We're gonna get to the bottom of why there's so much government corruption. Why certain governments don't service their own people. Shout out to the chat. That's what we're going to get down to the bottom of. We're going to expose it. We're going to talk about it, and it might spark some conversation. This might be a new way for different other videos to come about other than doing reaction videos. I don't do reaction videos. This is not a beef channel. Now, the other channel I had was a beef channel. The Arabia Barbosa 914 channel that had over 600 subscribers, that was a beef channel. And some other channels that I created. But there's one thing about all my channels that exist. None of them have been banned. None of them have been removed. None of them have been taken down. None. They're all still here. They all still exist. Shout out to the channels that I've created that I no longer use. But sometimes I have to go back over there to get some more content. Because I don't like looking at other YouTube creators and piggybacking off of them. I don't like doing that. I like doing my own thing. If I got to talk about my prison experience, I'll talk about my prison experience. If I want to talk about what's going on and current events or what has happened in the past, that's exactly what I'm going to talk about. If I want to talk about government corruption, that's exactly what I'm going to talk about. If I want to talk about what's going on in South Africa right now, that's exactly what the fuck I'm going to talk about. But first, we're going to talk about why they keep saying that the Roman Empire has fallen or is no longer in existence when we know that's a goddamn lie from the pits of hell. We know it's a goddamn lie. Because the Roman Empire never stopped being the Roman Empire. It just changed its name. It changed the way it operated. Because the Roman Empire became the Holy Roman Empire. And during that time in history, the Christian church, the popes that sat in the chair of the pope, told the whole world, if you love me, if you want my treasures, if you want my gold, if you want God to forgive your sins, you will come and join me. You will build me an army and you will go out into the world and we will retake the Holy Land, Jerusalem. The same people that killed Jesus and St. Peter. We're going to talk about those two. They killed those two men. They crucified them. They put them on a fucking cross. Both men died. They passed away. And then they came in and took the religion that Peter, St. Peter, was spreading. He was teaching it to other people. I mean, there was some dudes that believed in St. Peter and they went to go follow Peter Peter was what before he met Jesus? He was a fisherman. He was a fisherman. That's what he did for a career. That's what he did for a living. That's how he took care of himself. Shout out to the chat. That's what he did. He didn't make much money at it neither. So when Jesus came through, he said, I need you to follow me. I will make you a fisher of men. So Peter was looking at him and like, you know what? I don't know who this dude is, but I'm gonna see what's up with this dude. So he followed him. And then Jesus died. Then later on, Peter died. But they didn't die of natural causes. Peter did not die of natural causes. Peter was murdered by the same people that took over his church, that took over his position in the church, in that faith, in that religion. How you gonna come in and kill and then take something and then use it and then use it for your own benefit? It's just like I'm here in this house, right? Check this out, you guys. Check this out. I'm here in this house, right? Let's say I go outside. I say, well, you know what? I feel like going outside right now. So you know what? I'm gonna put on my jacket and my Cowboys baseball brim, and I'm gonna walk down the street. Somebody comes by. I get mugged. They take the baseball cap. They take the jacket. They killed me. They already got the money. They already got the jacket, the baseball cap. They got the shit. It wouldn't make much sense for them to be walking around pretending to be me after they killed me, right? What kind of sense would it make if someone was to actually kill me and then run around saying that they are Arabia Barbosa, that they are the BT 1000? That's why when I look in the sector and I see people trying to climb up, and the only way you can do it is by killing the BT 1000. That's the only way you're going to get my position. Same thing would happen to Peter. Same exact thing what fucking happened to Peter. I'm still alive. I'm still walking around. But Peter isn't. We got 6 in the building. Slim said, shout out to you. Yeah. Okay. So we got 5 in the building. We got 5 in the building. We don't know how many likes we got. We're going to get somebody to keep up with the likes. We got 5 in the building. We had 6. Shout out to the chat. So we're going to read. Slim said came in and he typed. Let me show it on stage. Let me show it on the stage. Slim said came into the building and he typed. He said, he shouted, corporate greed. So this is what this video is really about. It's about corporate greed, but I'm giving the example of what happened to the Vatican, the seat of the Pope, where the Roman Empire really is now. They have lied to us and said the Roman Empire fell away. They are no more. When that is not true, when the Roman Empire resurrected through the death of a man called Peter. Not through the death of Jesus Christ himself, but the death of Peter, aka Saint Peter. That's who we're talking about today, you guys. He was a fisherman. He did that for a living. Nowadays, fishermen make a lot more money. Depending on what kind of fishing you're doing, it could be commercial fishing, or specialty fishing. They really make a lot of money. It's a big market for it. It's big business. We got certain prisons in the United States that have places where they breed and grow certain types of fish so that merchandise can go into the markets and be sold. Fish is a big commodity. Eating lobster, shrimps, crabs, all kinds of animals that coming from the sea is using or being used as food, and it's big business. Tuna is very expensive. Tuna fish is very expensive. Let's say that again. My favorite fish to eat is whiting. I love whiting. I grew up on whiting. I haven't eaten any in a while. I'm kind of hungry for it. Shout out to the chat. We got 7 in the building. Since said, I want to thank you for typing that. Yeah. Simpson. Oh no. Simpson. Hold on. Simpson, you said the pedo president is bought and blackmailed. Say it again, Simpson. Get him, Simpson. That's right. He's right. Wow. I appreciate him coming through. I appreciate him saying what he said. We got 8 in the building. Shout out to the chat. Yeah. Yes, that's right. Oh Lord, this man. Simpson. Yes, Simpson. And he also says something about reparations. He said Jesus was murdered. Yes, he was, Simpson. He was lied on. He was betrayed. He was murdered. People running around using his words, the same people that murdered Jesus Christ and Peter and the rest of Jesus' 12 disciples are running around using his name now to commit all kinds of evil. Look at the Ku Klux Klan. They're not a part of the Catholic Church. They're part of the Protestant church. They're part of the Christian Protestant problem. And they hate black people. How can you be a follower of Christ, a believer in what he said and what he taught, if you hate people because of the color of their skin? The devil is in the details. The devil is in the details. We're going to go further into the rabbit hole. You ready, children? Children, are you ready? Because your homegirl, Arabia Barbosa, is going to dive deeper into the subject. And yes, Slim Set is right. He's absolutely right. So not only does the United States owe reparations, the Vatican, the so-called invisible hand of the governments, they all need to stand trial for what they did. I agree. I agree. We got 8 in the building. Shout out to the chat. I love what Slim Said is saying. I love it that he came through. Shout out to Slim Said. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, VA, good morning. Shout out to you. Tamika McCullough, shout out to you. Good morning. Good morning, my love. Shout out to you. Thank you for coming in. Good morning. Good to see you. I hope you're not working too hard on the job, because I know it can be very trying. Yes, yes. So we gonna want to say good. I want to say to everyone, good morning. Thank you for coming into the chat. And we are talking about the title of this video is called "The Fisherman's Ring." And what I'm doing, I'm talking about the men that wore the ring after the death of Peter. One of the popes that instituted, that asked people to fight in the Crusades, to fight on the behalf of the Roman Catholic Church, aka the Holy Roman Empire. One of the popes, his name was Urban II. He was a real devil. Oh yeah, we gonna talk about this devil, this demon, because he sat in the same chair as Peter. Peter was not a murderer of men. Peter struck a man because he was trying to protect Jesus Christ. He denied Jesus 3 times. But after he got himself together, he decided, let me go out into the world and let me teach the people. Let me go out into the world. Let me do my thing. Peter was killed by the Romans. His death was ordered by Nero. Nero was a Roman Empire emperor. He was king over Rome at that time. He ordered the death of Peter, a fisherman, a follower of Jesus Christ, a man of peace, a man of love, a man of charity. And the same ones that killed him took over the church. Took over, conquered. They began stealing. They went all over the world and stole. I was looking up the research on their money and how they got their money. It's not telling me the whole truth. It's not telling me the truth. They're saying that people in the past donated to the church, but how did they get their gold? How did they get their silver? How did they get their diamonds? You know how they got them? Because they backed the slave trade. They backed going against other countries to get this gold. Europe didn't have no gold. Europe didn't have nothing. Where you think they got that shit from? Where you think they got their riches from? That's right. So the people that took over the church that was established by Jesus and his 12 disciples are the same people that telling you and me that they are over the church. They have conquered the world. They have conquered the minds of the people. They have blinded the 85%, and they killed the 5%. Because as far as I'm concerned, Jesus Christ and his disciples, except for Judas, we won't include Judas, because Judas was a traitor. He betrayed him. Betrayed Jesus. That's what he did. That's right, Slim said. That's right. We got 5 in the building. Actually, yeah, we got 5 in the building. So I must be telling the truth about something. I'm telling the truth. Some people just might be tired. They might be at work, or they might have went to someone else's chat, or they might be doing a replay. But for those that are here, shout out to you. Shout out to you. This is different. I'm going to do my channel different from everyone else's, because this is not going to be a beef channel. This is not going to be a gossip channel, unless I want to talk about current events or people in this sector. But this is going to be a channel where we're going to try to explore other things. And I'm not going to be playing people's music. I'm not going to be playing people's talking points. I'm just going to come to you with what I have researched, what I have found, and what is right in front of me. What is really being played out. Look at, we getting ready to celebrate Christmas. We getting ready to celebrate Christmas. They say that that is the day that Jesus Christ was born. But if you really do your research, you will find that December the 25th is actually the birthday of Nimrod. But you don't hear me though. Shout out to the chat. Tamika, I'm glad you enjoying yourself. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, the birthday of Christmas of this, so they say Jesus was born December the 25th. It's not his birthday. It is the birthday of Nimrod. I don't know if anyone knows who Nimrod is, but Nimrod was a king. He was a hunter. He was a conqueror. He was someone that argued with Abraham. Are we going to talk about this? We're going to talk about this because I grew up going to church. I went to a Baptist church while I was growing up. When we moved to the South, we attended a Methodist church. And I never wanted to attend none of these churches because I felt something deep down inside. They wasn't telling the truth about something. How can uh Christian men call themselves Christians when they go around wearing Ku Klux Klan attire and saying that they hate black people, they hate Jews, they hate Hispanics, they hate anything that is not of them. Everyone knows when the Ku Klux Klan started what, in 1865? They said the Democrat Party started it, but regardless of who started what, because both the Democratic Party and the Republican Party, they're both one and the same. They're both one and the same. Don't matter which party started the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan, they all practice the same shit. Hating black people, lynching black people, performing massacres on successful black communities. They're still doing it to today. They're still doing it. And right now they're committing the biggest crime of all by trying to erase our history. They're trying to say that slavery that took place in this country makes the country history look bad. And they don't want it. They don't want anything that makes them look bad. They want to be victorious. How can you be victorious? It's to kill what is standing in their way. Look what they did to Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King was out there protesting. He was marching. He was fighting for civil rights. And look what they did. They murdered Martin Luther King, and then they took his name, made it a fucking holiday, talking about, yeah, we always wanted integration. We always wanted to treat the black man fairly. But we couldn't do it because, our other brethren said it wasn't the right thing to do. These people are liars. They didn't like Martin Luther King. They were the ones that murdered him. Look what they did to Malcolm X. Look how they tried to make Elijah Muhammad look bad. Look how they tried to scandalize the name of Clarence 13X, aka Father Allah. That's what they do. If they don't kill you, they sabotage you and they slander your name. Shout out to the chat. Well, shout out to you, Tamika. I feel what you're saying. I feel where you're coming from. Shout out to you. Oh, hold on, you guys. Something's going on. Yeah, so so I'm back. I kicked myself out of my own chat trying to read what Tamika was writing. Yo, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Yeah, I'm glad everybody came into the chat. I'm glad everyone is enjoying themselves. Yeah, but I'm just trying to get to the bottom of these people, the nerve of these people. How dare these people kill the author of whoever established what, and now walking around like they are the shit. Like they are the ones that started it all. When they know they're a goddamn lie. This is why we talking about the fisherman's ring. And I've seen a picture of it. I've seen a picture of the fisherman's ring. I hope I kept it in the other phone. Because if I have it, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you what the fisherman's ring looked like. Because I'm not exactly sure. I did share it on my community wall. So if you press on and go to my community wall, you can go there after we finish the video where I got it from another channel, but I posted it on my channel. The ring, the 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 fisherman's ring, and what it looks like according to them, with stolen gold. No doubt stolen from the land of Africa. No doubt stolen from South America, from the Native Americans, because these people didn't have their own gold. They didn't have shit. As far as I know, those that lived in Africa and South Africa and Asia, they had these things. They used them not as money, not as currency so much, but they used them for decoration and stuff like that. But the Europeans, the cave dwellers, the evil ones, the ones that are evil, came and said, "Oh, I like the shiny, 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 shiny. I like the shiny, 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 shiny. I like the shiny, 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 shiny. I like the shiny." And they stole it. They started stealing. They didn't ask us for the gold. They didn't ask us for the silver. They didn't ask us for the diamonds. They just came and stole it. And then they want to tell the whole world, "Oh, it belongs to us." No, it doesn't belong to you. You stole it. You murdered for it. You killed for it. That's what they did. Shout out to the chat. I agree right along with you, Slim said. I agree right along with you. Yeah, but I was hoping that, maybe other people would hit the link and give their opinion about this. I didn't know it was going to turn into a touchy subject, but I wouldn't have researched it if I wasn't concerned about it. Because I wanted to know how people that killed Jesus and Peter and the rest of the apostles, they killed them, and then they took what they started. And now it's a big money making business. They making big bank. They're behind a lot of the wars that's happening now. They're behind a lot of shit. If they financed and encouraged the Christian Crusades, they're behind World War One, World War Two, the Korean conflict, what happened in Vietnam. They're behind the Middle Eastern wars. Yes, they're behind it all, because the Roman Empire didn't fall. It just took on different names. It resurrected itself. It's a demon. It's something that needs to be exposed. And we're exposing it. We're going deeper into the rabbit hole. Sensei! Is Tamika still in the building? Tamika, you still in the building? Because that's how I got kicked out of my own chat, because I was trying to highlight what she said, and then it wasn't My finger must have pressed something else. I was like, wait a minute. And I ended up putting my own stuff at the chat, but then when I came back, everyone was still here. So I was thankful for that. Yeah, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to these YouTube streets. Shout out to my chat. Shout out to everyone that's in my chat. Cause these people are my core subscribers. They're my core subscribers. They're in here all the time. Everyone that's in here right now, and even if they don't typically type, even those that sit in the bushes, they're part of this chat. You know, they're a part of me. They're a part of my channel. They're the reason why this channel is doing what it's doing. Okay, Tamika, I just wanted to make sure. Thank you. Love you. Hey, Mrs. V, good morning. Good morning, Mrs. V. I'm sure you've seen the title. We're talking about the fisherman's ring and how the people that murdered Jesus and the apostles of Jesus Christ, how they were able to murder them and then take possession over the church they built. Shout out to the chat. Because I'm doing my research right now about the Vatican and about the popes. And one of the popes, his name was Urban II. Urban II. Now, if you look at his name and you look at some of these popes' names, aren't certain streets named after some of these popes? Ain't some of these names on these streets named after some of these popes? Pope Urban. It was a Pope Urban II. Don't you guys realize that when they talk about New York City or New Jersey or any place like that, they say urban areas. These are the urban areas. They named those areas after a pope that instituted the Christian Crusades. He got areas named after him. Don't mean to dox myself, but everybody know where I live. I live on a street right now that's called Clement. It's named after a pope. When I was living in New York, I lived on a street called Saratoga Avenue. It's named after someone. I used to live at the Whitney Young building in Yonkers, New York. Where was it? On Nepperhan Avenue. All these streets, all these neighborhoods, all these areas are named after the conqueror, whoever conquered the world at certain times, or who encouraged certain wars. Shout out to the chat. Slim said, you right. Oh shit, Slim said. Slim said, I don't know why you ain't build your own channel. You can hit the link, man. Cause me and Slim said we can carry this video. I really wanted Bishop to come up and hit the link, because I know Bishop would have something to say about this subject. You know what I mean? Because he could probably, give a little more history, since he's into the Bible and stuff, and he's into, certain things dealing with religion, especially the Christian religion. But he's not here, so if he's not here, I hope he catch the replay, and then I hope he does a reaction, or he does something similar to what I'm talking about in this video, because I would really like to hear his perception on any man on in the sector that calls themselves elder or anything like that. I would like to hear their perception. What do they think about this information? This information been out here. I'm just recovering what's public knowledge. That's all I'm doing. Is bringing up what history has already recorded and what we see in front of our faces every fucking day. We see these streets, these certain areas called after those that has something to do with the Holy Roman Empire. The Holy Roman Empire is the Roman Empire. They never fell. The Roman Empire never fell. And if it did, it resurrected and it renamed itself. It rebranded itself. It's just like I'm going around here and my name is Arabia Barbosa, but because something happened in that particular name, let's say I committed a crime and I wanted to get away from it, I didn't want nobody to associate me with that crime. They'd be like, yo, Arabia did it. Arabia Barbosa, she did it. Arabia Barbosa, she was over there. Arabia Barbosa, Arabia Barbosa. I would have to change my name, wouldn't it? Because my name would be no good after that, after I committed these crimes, after I did these atrocities to other people. So what would I call myself? What would be my new name? Like if I go out and commit a crime and someone dies, would I want to walk around with their name? According to this one person that I know of, when I think about my name, the last name Barbosa is my grandmother's maiden name. It's my grandmother's maiden name, but it's part of my bloodline. It's part of my family story. That's why I use it. Arabia is my first name. Arabia is my government name. Shout out to the chat. And I've been here on this earth for 52 years. In 2 more years, I'll be able to get senior citizen housing. I'll be able to get senior citizen discount. But why I gotta wait until I'm 55 years old? Should I be getting these things now? I might not live to be 55. Something could happen to me. Shout out to the chat. We got 3 in the building. We got 3 in the. I must have said something right. Because some people stayed and some people left. You see how people get down? But then again, I can't get upset. But yes, this is what I'm going to be doing. There's going to be a continuation of this video. There will be a continuation of this video. Whether I have to, or I might go live on YouTube's and show the pictures of everything I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about doing. So the subject is not going to die. I'm just going to come back to it, revisit it another day. Yo, shout out to everyone that's in the chat. Shout out to everyone that participated. Shout out to everyone that participated, that came into the chat. Yo, shout out to you. So we got Slim Set. We got Mrs. V. We got Tamika McCullum. Shout out to you. We got Let me see who else is in here. Not Worth It. He was in here. Shout out to him. Farmer Nancy was in here earlier. Shout out to her. Yes, I'm just going through who was in here. So, to give them some love and to tell them to thank you for coming through. I want to thank everyone that came through for this video this morning. I was late coming into my own building. I was late coming into my own building, and I would love to extend everyone a formal apology of me coming in late this morning. I don't usually come late. I usually am early or on time. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everyone for understanding, and it will not happen again. Next time I schedule a live. Now, before I leave, let's see. I'm gonna drop the link again. Anyone wants to come up for closing remarks? And we had Lovelace. Lovelace came in. Shout out to Lovelace. Good morning. There it goes. There goes the link again. So before we close out, before we do closing remarks, is there anyone that want to hit the link? Shout out to the chat. It's raining today. It rained yesterday and it's raining today. Shout out to you, Mrs. V. Shout out to you. Thank you. Yesterday I went live. Kiss My Cheeks. She had hit the link. I've gone live before. Different ones have always come up to hit the link if they wanted to hit it. Tamika has been here. She has been on my link. Empress Lonnie One Love has been on my link on this channel that I'm talking about. Kiss My Cheeks, 27 Darren, highly favored. Is anyone want to hit the link this morning? Anyone in the bushes? I would love to hear Moonlight take on this. I would love to hear her take on, or if she agrees or disagree. I would love to hear from the OGs about this subject. All OGs, calling out to all the OGs on this subject. What's up, DJ Cleveland? Thank you for coming in. Good morning. You was here earlier. Yeah. You were not worth it. Shout out to y'all. So you see the title of the video. You heard what I said about Peter and who took over as being Pope after the death of Peter. Because certain popes didn't come into play until like years later, after Peter had passed away. I forget who took over for Peter once Peter was gone. But I noticed that after the death of Peter, that's when Nero, the emperor of the Roman Empire of Rome, wanted to all of a sudden become Christian. All of a sudden. Shout out to the chat. Just like we can look at Paul, who was also known at one time as being Saul. When people refer to Paul, I don't call him Paul. I call Paul Saul. Because when Paul, so-called Paul, went to the disciples of Jesus Christ and said, look, you guys, I got to change your heart. I want to be down with you guys. I want to spread the message of Jesus Christ. I want to spread the good word. They did not believe him. Peter, John, and the rest of the disciples of of Jesus, became suspicious of Paul, aka Saul. Even to this day, I still don't trust anything Paul wrote. I don't trust him. I don't believe him. I believe he was an author of confusion. He hated women. He hated women. And from what I understand, I believe Peter had an issue with women as well. So the founding fathers of Christianity had problems with women. They had issues. And I'm not talking about Jesus, because Jesus accepted everyone. Everyone. Jesus Christ accepted everyone. It was just his disciples that were prejudiced. That's right. That's right. Slim said, fuck, who was his name? Fuck Paul. Fuck Paul, aka Saul. Because he had a problem with women. And that's another thing. I want to do a complete research on all of the disciples of Jesus Christ. I want to do a complete research of all of them. And I need all of you to help me. I need you to help me. Help me on my journey. Help me on my way. I need the chat to help me. Ooh-la. Yes. But I'm doing this research, you guys. I can't do it by myself. I can't do these videos by myself. I need other people to come and hit the link and give them a say in what I'm talking about. And you don't necessarily have to agree. You could be here to be like, Arabia, I rebuke you. Arabia, I'm doing a rebuttal. Arabia, don't do a reaction until you hit this link. We got people that like to do that. They like to hear me go live, and then they want to, let's do a reaction. We got her on video. We got her on video. Let's do reaction. Let's hit the cash app, the super chat. Motherfuckers will do a reaction just because they disagree with what I said. And I don't think Bishop would do a reaction. I think them other losers that's on the YouTube streets would probably do a reaction because they don't have nothing else to do. They don't have any content. You know what I mean? Word. So I might go live later and just show you the pictures of the fisherman's ring And we're going to give you a clear look at some of these popes that took over after Peter was murdered. I'm not going to say Peter died. I'm going to say he was fucking murdered and they hijacked a whole fucking religion. And nobody is talking about it. The only people that are talking about it are those that are part of the Nation of Islam. They're the only ones. Shout out to the chat. We got 3 in the building. All right, I want to thank everyone for coming over. I want to thank everyone for participating and visiting with me this morning. I want to thank you. For those that are here, I hope everyone had Coco tasseled the like button. I hope everyone had hit the like button. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the YouTube streets. This is your homegirl, Arabia. Bosa. 914, which is kind of New York, coming to you with another live video. We getting ready to close it out, ladies and gentlemen. We getting ready to close it out. I want to thank everyone for coming over. Good morning to everyone. Good morning. Shout out to all of you. Thank you for coming. I thank you for your visit. And if you want to, you can hit the cash app. Shout out to the chat. I'm out of here. This is your home girl. 914, which is the county of New York. I wish I could stay a little bit longer and talk with you all, but I can come back. Because I don't have to email anyone. I don't have to text anyone. I don't have to call anyone and say, look, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. I would like to go live. And I need you to go ahead and, set up the live so I can go live. I don't have that problem. I can do it all on my own. Shout out to the chat. Thanks, Slim Set, for coming in and typing in the truth on this subject. Thanks, everyone, for coming in. I want to thank everyone for participating. Shout out to you. Yes. I gotta fix me some breakfast this morning. I probably will fix me some more of that angel hair spaghetti with the 4 cheese sauce. I like that. I ate some yesterday while I was talking to Kiss My Cheeks and the rest of them that was in the video yesterday. So yes, I did it yesterday. So shout out to the chat. I would like to have some more. Mm-hmm. And don't forget, everyone, Vince the Sniper will be going live in a matter of days. He's doing his own Christmas special. So we want to shout out to Vince the Sniper. Shout out to him. All right, I'm in a jolly mood this morning, you guys. I don't know what's become of me. I don't know what happened. Oh, no. And I haven't even eaten breakfast yet, you guys. Lord have mercy. I have no more coffee. Lord have mercy. I don't know what's happening to me. Oh my goodness. I'm out. Thank everyone for coming. Peace.